welcome to Rapid Reviews Radio Podcast, episode 250. That's 250, 250. It's a special one just because me and Peter here. It's
a special one because you said 250.
I did. See, I did a different number sound. That's what that is. But I am your co-host, Kiley Wilde, and I'm joined by my ever-present co-host, Peter Beckett.
250.
And we've got a pretty jam-packed, I know we talked about this before. Stephen, one of our people in our community in the chat, he explained it. I forgot what jam-packed meant. But it's a jam-packed show because we missed last week, and we missed last week because I got a doggo.
who you would have seen if you had joined the pre-show.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/Rapid Reviews.
Yeah, that's right. See, you missed doggo. Puppy doggo faces, and that's on you, and you should rectify that. Rectify.
Oh God!
Yes.
Going back to the chat.
Dacre started that. But yes, so usually I start the show asking how people are and stuff when we have guests, but we don't have guests. So I'm gonna ask Pete, how has your week's been? What you been playing?
The weeks have been weeks. Busy, as per usual. It's always a fun time coming up to what I'm doing over the next month of work, which I won't talk about because you'll know what industry I work in then. But yeah, so preparing for that, but also socially I'm pretty exhausted because it's been brother's birthday and all that sort of thing. So yeah, he turned the big 40.
Oh wow.
Oh dear, that's making me realise how old I'm getting.
You're old.
Anyway, yeah, but other than that, I've actually had time to play games, and by games I mean an absolute metric ton of games, which is weird.
I'm shocked.
I know, because if we were doing an episode last week, I was going to have to come by and go, I haven't played anything.
I didn't play.
So this week I made sure that I did have something to play. So I'll start with two games that I've been playing regularly, and one of them I'll be talking about for the final time, which I said the last time I spoke about it, but it's now officially the final time. And you'll know why in a minute. Anyway, so Street Fighter 6, it's not the final time I'll be talking about that.
Okay.
But the reason why I'm talking about it is because I'm still training for Evo. I had a bit of a revelation where I was like, I only play one character. I probably should pick up a second character in case that matchup is bad.
Yeah.
So I decided to go and play Fatal Fury's Mai.
Ooh. Oh, right,
and
yes.
my God, is she complex.
Right.
She's a fun character, but she's complex, and surprise, surprise, I'd go for female ninja. So I'm switching one female ninja to another one, which is a really good switch. Not really.
Yeah.
So I played a few ranked matches, and my rank was so terrible, I was like, I don't know if I want to continue. So the search goes on for another character to play, and I don't want to default to the usual Ryu and Ken. So I'm gonna keep looking. So we'll wait and see on that one. Anyway, the game that I will be talking about for the final time is Donkey Kong Bananza.
Oh, right, yes.
Because I have completed it.
Have you now?
I have finished it. It's a 7 out of 10 game.
That's not bad, unless you're, what is it, ING?
IGN, yep, because you can't spell ignorant without IGN. It's not a bad game. It's not a terrible game. Like, it's just... There's a few performance issues in there. There's a few nitty-gritty things that I don't particularly like. I thought... For a long while, I was sort of going through some of the sub-layers, just going, I'm just playing this because because I want to finish it. I don't like to leave a game unfinished, which is strange for me. So I was basically going through quite a few of the sub-layers. There's one particular sub-layer that I'm not going to talk about in detail because it's quite late on in the game.
Right,
but you're literally there for like one main thing, and then you're gone. It's like, that's a bit pointless. And then a couple of other sub-layers, you're like there for ages, and most of the stuff you're doing there is quite boring.
Right.
It's really strange. But without going into some major spoilers for the final part of the game, there was quite a surprise in there. And I could sort of see why people were saying, the final boss fights are quite decent. Because they are, but mostly because, and I don't want to spoil anything too major here, but I will just say nostalgia, and that is it.
Okay.
I will tell you afterwards why, off camera, because I'm sure you'll get a kick out of it, because after I got down to the sub-layer and it happened, I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. But 7 out of 10 game. Not a bad game, but probably not going to be enough to hit that game of the year for me.
Right. That makes sense.
A game that is potentially going to be on the game of the year list, if it is eligible. I don't know, because it is a remaster of a game.
Oh gosh. Oh dear. Okay.
I've been playing Gears of War Reloaded.
Oh yes, I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
That was one of the games I wanted to talk about. Yes. How are you finding it?
Well, I haven't played that campaign since 2006.
Yeah, that'd be about the same time as me.
And holy crap, it's still really good, isn't it?
This is what's crazy to me on some of these remasters. I don't remember it not looking the way it looks now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's definitely cleaned up.
Yeah, but see, my memory has it as, clean and pristine. And I'm sure if I go and look back at the actual, game from then, it isn't as clean as I remember it. But yeah, going through it, I was going, how is this any different? This is exactly the same, and the buttons are the same, and everything's the same, and all the cues are the same, and everything.
Yeah,
and
the voices haven't been updated at all. They're still very early 2006 recordings.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell that.
True.
The
I thought of
FMV,
that.
or they call them the FMVs because that's what they used to be. They have barely been cleaned up as well. So they still look a little bit on the janky side.
Maybe that's why I'm sitting there going, this is how I remember it, even though I know technology wasn't that advanced. I know that.
The thing is it is what you remember of it, but it's not at the same time, because this is something that you wouldn't notice, is that frame rate is significantly higher, and it's really
I would not have noticed
quite nice, actually. But it still plays well. I think the camaraderie between the four cogs are very good. It's still good banter between them. I've made it up to chapter 2, act 3. So it's where you're basically going through all the housing and what do you call it? We'll call it the slums, the slum area.
Yeah.
But there's so much about that campaign I completely forgot about.
Yeah, I actually did as well. In my brain, you jump from the first level to fighting in the city.
Yeah.
But you don't. You stop at the slums. And
then you do that driving section over the highway, which I forgot that even happened as well.
I thought it went straight to the city. Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, forgot about this and all this stuff. And then it says, has the remaster got you excited for E-Day? I'm worried that nostalgia is going to... This was my thoughts before this dropped. That nostalgia was going to color my vision or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I gotta say, I am kind of excited, yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I think this has got me a little bit more excited for E-Day.
I think they might have known what they were doing when they did this.
Yeah, I know. I've been hearing a lot of talk, obviously, about people saying, oh, I kind of want a remaster or a remake of 2 and 3 now. And I don't disagree with them, but I think they should have done it in place of this, because they had already remastered Gears of War before. So for them to do another remaster of it is a little bit strange. But hey, they've got to start somewhere, and obviously it came out on PS5, so...
Well, I and several others were complaining, had the same thought of, if they did this, why can't they remaster Halo 3? So...
that's true.
I would love to see... Because here was my 2006, which was a really good year for gaming. Paulo, I'm not putting you down, okay? You did not want me... Okay, you jump down then. Halo 3, Gears of War, and Gears of War 3. Stop it.
Well,
and
hang
Crisis.
On. Halo was 2007 though.
Yeah. Yes, 2006, 2007 gaming year. Stop! I don't know if you can hear them.
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah.
They're talking. But yeah, so those were my 3 main games. Oh, Half-Life 2, but that was just because I had it. But
Fair
anyway,
enough.
yeah, so Gears of War, Halo, and Crysis.
Yeah.
And immediately playing the remaster of Gears of War, I was just thrown back to even playing Crysis. Like, I was like, oh, Crysis was awesome too. It just like reminded me of all the awesome games that came. Because Oblivion came out then.
Which we've also had the remaster for this year, so.
Yeah. It was just really good. Like, 6, 7, that game year was really good. And then 2018 was really good, so.
Yeah. So,
that sucks.
if it wasn't for the fact that this came out on Game Pass, I probably wouldn't have picked it up, but because I was just browsing through and looking for something to play, it was like, I forgot that came out. Let's just go and download that.
No, don't fight. They're gonna fight because they're jealous of each other.
Of course.
But yeah, no, it is. Yeah, I encourage anyone out there to try it. It is on Game Pass.
I mean, the thing is, it's only £40 on PS5 as well, so it's not like a full price game. So, and to be honest, I opted to play this on Game Pass rather than spending the $70 on Metal Gear, or £70 on Metal Gear Delta.
Yeah.
Because that came out and I was like, oh, I want to buy that. Oh, that's got terrible performance issues. I'm not going to buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. But I have been playing one other thing, but I've been playing 2 versions of that one other thing, because currently this weekend is the open beta of Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Oh,
right. I definitely want opinions on that.
Yes. Well, you're going to get
We saw the trailer for it.
Yes. So I've played this because it's open. I've played this on the Switch 2 and the Xbox. I wanted to try both versions out just to see if there was a bit of a difference. Also, Richard, a previous guest, did say that he tried the Switch version and had a few issues with it, and then tried it on PS5 and was much more positive on it.
Right.
So I decided to do the same. So the Switch 2 version, or the Switch version, I don't know whether or not it's native to Switch 2. There's a few issues here and there, like it runs well enough. There's probably a few frame skips here and there. It probably doesn't look as nice as the PS5 or the Xbox or the PC version.
Right.
But I mean, it is a game that's in open beta, so you can imagine it's probably a slightly earlier version of the game as well. So I can give it time to sort of go, okay, it's out probably next month, I think it is, so there'll be possibly a more polished version coming out.
Right.
What you do want to know is about the gameplay, and the gameplay is absolutely solid. It's real fun. Real good fun. I've heard people turning around and saying that they're not particularly fond of the drift system. I absolutely love it. I think it's a lot more slick than Mario Kart is. Mario Kart feels a little bit more rigid compared to this. This feels like old school, like Mario Kart, like back on the DS, where you could do snaking without the cheating.
Gosh, yes.
Yes. So you can actually like go from one drift into another drift, basically like in a completely different direction. Like, and it feels quite nice to actually be able to do so. You've got 3 levels of drift as well. I don't know how they advertise the Crossworld function on the trailers, but actually it's quite a nice feature actually, where you'll race on a track and for the first lap, and then it basically whoever's in first place gets the choice of 2 different worlds to go to, and you basically either have to drive on the left or on the right to determine which track it is. You then go through a portal to then do a lap of that track to then go back to the original track to finish it up. And Mike's come in and just put, it's Mario Kart but with Sonic characters. It is not actually, because the one thing this does outside of that Mario Kart doesn't do, it's basically taken all the mechanics from Sonic Racing Transformed. So you've got aerial and water as well. So and you've got plenty of different sections across the whole track that you can do those. It's really fun, really good fun. I really enjoy it, and it's definitely put it on my radar a lot more to actually go and pick this up when it comes out.
That's very good.
And the netcode is surprisingly good. I've only had one game where I think it sort of timed out, and that was because the host crashed out themselves, so it just completely booted everyone out, which was a shame. But the one thing they have been doing over the weekend is they've got a festival going on. I mean, they've got some different game modes being filtered in.
Right.
I think one of them was like a coin battle, so the team that collected the most amount of coins would get additional points, but you still had to race and try and win points. So yeah, it was quite fun. Yeah, that's been my let's say week.
Danker said wheelie good.
Wheelie good. It's wheelie good. There are bikes and there's different vehicles in there and a bit of customization available as well.
Right.
So, yeah.
Nana says I did play Team Sonic Racing, but I can see why they went back to the transformed idea after that game.
Mike just put, I had one online match and came second, couldn't get into another game after that. Connection kept dropping.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a shame. The one quirk that I did find actually is that if you went into another game, into the lobby, and you tried to cancel out of it, it wouldn't allow you to cancel out, despite saying cancelling and doing a countdown to it, but it would still put you in a game. It was a bit strange.
Right.
Because there was a time when I was trying to just not play a game. It's like, I could play another one. Oh, I haven't got time to play another one. Okay, I've got to back out. But no, it wouldn't let me back out. Stupid. Anyway, that'll probably be ironed out as it in the main game. But yeah, that's been my week. Kylie, talk. What's been going on and what you've been playing?
Let me get my list, even though I told you literally 5 minutes ago before we started.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, so I decided, because the chaos of bringing a new puppy into my life, Monday I went for a kind of like, this is an oldie but goodie from back in the Newgrounds days. And I played the Henry Stickman Escaping the... Well, it's Henry Stickman Adventures or Chronicles or something. I think it's Chronicles. What? Just
that. The fact that you picked a Newgrounds game.
Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. It's not, it's... For those who are too young to remember, it's a flash game, so there's not a lot of depth to it. There's not a lot of anything to it. It's just a lot of fun, and the humor's really good. And the humor is still there. It's still funny. And it's also like on sale, or it was on sale on Steam. So I was like, yeah, I'll just get it. But then on Wednesday we played, okay, now 2 things. 1, I just so much enjoy this game. But 2, I decided to go for the demo version of this game that I'm going to talk about. The demo was 14 gigs.
What?
So I thought, oh, okay, that's going to be a hefty demo. That'll carry me through today. I'm probably going to buy the game anyway because it's on sale. But yes, I played Destroy All Humans, which I love because, again, it's that Deadpool-style humor. And I love it. And it's really funny.
So is it the remake version?
Yeah, it's the remake.
Okay.
And it's on sale on Steam right now for like £7 or whatever. But it is very politically incorrect. It's made by the same people who did Saints Row, the originals. A lot of the same mechanics are in it as well, which is a lot of fun for me. So off humor, bad humor jokes, off, it's not for your wholesome gamers. But I love it. It's so much fun. The demo, though, only lasted 30 minutes.
How disappointing.
I was like, for 14 gigs, I got 30 minutes? That's insane, is what that is.
That's a bit stupid, honestly.
Yeah. I'm still buying the game, though.
Of course you are.
But, yeah. And then on Friday, we played... I have fun with this title. It's called Blueprints. Mm-hmm. But it's about blueprints.
Oh, yes. You finally seen the pun in the name.
Yes. I did like it.
There was a podcast I was listening to where they were talking about the game for like quite a bit of time. And then suddenly one of them just went, oh... Blueprints. Oh my god. Like, I had that sudden realization. It was like, oh my god.
Well, I've had several people going, oh god, this is exactly the game you'd love. go into great detail about it, and I'm sitting there going,
Yeah.
But turns out they were right and I was wrong. It's
I've
a lot of fun for me.
I've heard so much about it, and I actually didn't realise it was on Game Pass, so it's downloaded, ready for me to play next week as well.
Right. It's very, very, very reminiscent of 90s games. And in fact, it's set in like 1993. Oh, don't do that.
Whoa.
Yeah. Paulo's like, he's very like, don't mess with me.
Screw you.
Yeah. But he's all bark, no bite. But, yeah, the game is a lot of fun. It's very, 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 very reminiscent of Myst, if you've ever played that. Like, it doesn't look like Myst, but the same gameplay mechanics is like that. Oh, yeah, so, Nancy, Kiley, do talk about the retro shooters you played for a little bit, please. Okay, we debated whether I should bring that up or not. But, yes, the week before, I did a lot of boomer shooters. I played my absolute favorite, most favoritist game in the world, which is Duke Nukem 3D.
Of course you did.
It was amazing. And it's still hilarious. Again, politically incorrect. If you're a sensitive soul, don't play it. But I had a lot of fun playing it, and it's still hilarious, and I still love it. And then I moved on to, did I go to Quake next? I did. Love Quake.
Why do you need to move on to Quake when you can play a game like Duke Nukem 3D?
Oh.
Hail to the king, baby.
Me. Hell yeah. Love Duke Nukem 3D so much! But I do. I love that, but I love Quake. I might actually love... Now, we're talking about the originals, not current. Might love Quake more than Doom. Originals, we're talking.
I mean, that's a bold statement, but I've not... It's not the first time I've heard it.
I know. I just didn't realize until I started it up. I was like, I played Quake way more than I played Doom back in the day.
Yeah, it's kind of like me turning around and saying, I played more UT than Doom.
Well, then while I was playing Quake, I was like, guys, I should get UT and play that, because this is totally throwing me back to that, because I didn't realize how similar I mean, obviously it's all in the same time, but in my head they're so separated, but no, they're similar. They're, and then I played Heretic at one point, which made me very nauseous, but it's got good memories, because I lived with my dad when I played that, Heretic and Hexen. Which I used to call it Heretic on purpose, just to piss people off.
Yeah.
And then I played, just for fun, just for grins and giggles, I played Kindergarten, because the Call Me Kevin video about it is completely unhinged, and yes, it's a completely unhinged game. It's very interesting, though. It's a puzzler. You repeat the day over and over with different endings.
Nice.
So, it was really cool. You can go night-night? Oh, okay. I thought you might want back down. I guess I'm going to have 2 sleeping dogs now.
That's a game.
Yeah.
Sleeping
2 stupid dogs. Yeah, but there's also a show called 2 Stupid Dogs.
I know there is.
And I think one of them is a chihuahua. I can't remember. But I know Ren and Stimpy was my favorite. But anyway,
no, you're not allowed to say that anymore. No, I'm joking.
Whatever. I still.
Nah, it's still good. It's still incredibly weird, but good.
It is super weird, but it's still good. It's still good. It's still good. Oh, look at you. Anyway, he's giving me puppy dog eyes because he's a puppy dog, and he has eyes.
Wow, an incredibly obvious statement is obvious.
Yes. I'm going to toss this back to Pete so I can drink some more.
Of course.
Which is going to be quite an adventure because I have a dog in each arm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Pete. What are we going to talk about today?
We are going to talk about the news because there's been some big news that's happened over the last few weeks. Thank God we didn't record last week because then we would have had to cover Gamescom opening night live and
oh, gosh.
Good God, I didn't want to cover that.
That's what I wanted to talk about. Pete, you reminded me.
Yeah.
I do have one thing I want to talk about from Gamescom.
Go
Only one
on.
thing. Fallout 2, Season 2, Fallout. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. They're giving the fans what they want. It's all fan service and I love it and I'm happy.
I mean, I'm I saw the trailer and I was like, okay, positive about this.
Yeah,
I didn't think the first season was too bad, so.
Well, but New Vegas is
I know,
absolute...
but I don't want it to just be nostalgia. The show. I want it to actually be well written.
It can be nostalgia. The show for me.
I mean, it can for you, but I want my quality.
Yes.
Yes.
But yes, I interrupted Pete because
it's fine. The only thing I wanted to talk about that was Lego Batman.
Oh yes.
Because that looked excellent. Everything else was excellent. Everything else to me was a bit of a steaming pile of turd. So.
It was nothing really new.
Yeah, it was nothing really very interesting.
Yeah, and then the stuff that was new.
It was a over-the-shoulder action game, or more Souls-like games, or boring. Don't care. So yeah.
Also, Paulo knocked me off stream last week.
Yeah.
So thank goodness I'm not hosting it because he's back on my keyboard.
Yeah. Good. Thank goodness I haven't got a cat sitting on my keyboard.
Yeah.
Because that would usually be the case when I'm working. Anyway. So we've got some news that we need to discuss because there's been a few big news and there's been a few that are also very, very laughable because let's talk about stupidity in the games industry because they go hand in hand at the minute.
Yes,
it's
great.
Right now. But let's talk about the world of movies, shall we? And the cross-pollination between video games because Mortal Kombat 2 was supposed to be out this year.
Yes, it was.
Keyword, supposed to be. Because it's now been 8 weeks before it was due to appear in cinemas. WB and New Line have surprisingly delayed the Mortal Kombat movie sequel by 7 months.
Wow.
Yes.
Must be CGI, not reshoots? It wouldn't be reshoots for 7 months.
Unfortunately, doesn't appear so. There could be reshoots on the horizon, but let's get into it, shall we? So, Mortal Kombat 2 will now release on May 15th, 2026. According to Deadline, the last-minute decision was purely for financial reasons, as movies typically don't perform well at the box office in October.
Oh.
So it's hitting the old summer movie hype.
Yes.
Which is also going to...
There's been some really, really, really amazing movies that came out in October and blew everyone away.
Yeah, but the problem is that most of those are mainly down to Oscar bait, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it probably wants to fall out of the Oscar bait territory.
Yeah.
So it's claimed that test screenings for Mortal Kombat 2 have been strong, so that this partially influenced the decision to shift the film to a potentially more lucrative period. We're not going to go into the vast majority of that because it's basically told you exactly what we need to hear. I am now concerned by this in some degree, but not because obviously it's been delayed for financial reasons, but the fact that it's been delayed until May.
Yeah.
Does this then now fall into the same territory as possibly Street Fighter releasing as well?
Well, I was about to say, May is the typical, you've got a blockbuster on your hands and you want to release it. Because don't forget, that's where Star Wars has traditionally, until the new set, traditionally launched in May. I know this because, no, I'm not going to say that. What was I going to say?
Moved.
Well, I was going to say, it's May, the special month. No, it's not.
Don't do that. Don't do that marketing ploy. How Nintendo have now pillaged March 10th for Memorial Day.
Yep.
Such corporate guff.
That's true. But yeah, that's when the blockbusters start dropping. So you kind of have to have confidence in your movie if you're going to drop it in May. So that's an interesting strategy, I have to say. That's a very interesting strategy.
Yep. Nano's put a couple of comments in here. He said, how much do you want to bet David Zaslav cancels this one? I don't think he will, because if test screenings are turning around and saying it's positive, they're probably going to keep it. And considering Superman lost money, they need a win. Yeah. In their eyes. Also, speaking of which, they wrote off Roman Reigns to start filming on Street Fighter. So I guess he means wrote him off in WWE.
Oh right, yes.
Wrote him out of the story. But yeah. Anyway, so that was that one. So, yay. Yes, Superman still lost money. because of course it did. Anyway,
It's such an easy formula, and they still drop the ball. Like, how do you? It's.
yeah, right. I'm gonna see if I can try and rekindle some nostalgia for you in this one. Being the fact that me and you are now old. Sorry,
Yes.
I constant reminder.
I'm ancient.
Okay.
Yes.
I have to try. Unfortunately, I now have to try and remember some of the games, which is annoying.
Okay.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! Ah, there we go. This particular studio, back when, were very notable for publishing the WWF games.
Right. And it's not EA.
No. Or 2K,
Yeah.
because they're with them now.
2K games.
If I was to mention the name Acclaim.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I forgot they did that. Wow.
Acclaim, the US game publisher that enjoyed success in the 90s, is marking its
very
return with a showcase presentation next month.
Are they owned by, like, Microsoft or anything?
We're getting to this.
Okay.
So it was announced back in March that Acclaim, which declared bankruptcy in September of 2004,
Yeah.
has been resurrected, led by CEO Alex Joseph. That could have been a lol. Alex Joseph. No. Alex Joseph. Yeah. The former founder and CEO of Graffiti Games, Turnip Boy, commits tax evasion.
Right, which I do want to stream that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now in a message posted on the resurrected publisher's X account or Twitter account, it's been announced that a showcase will take place on September 10th at 7:30 p.m. BST.
No, I'm not moving you, don't worry.
The tweet reads, "Transmission received. Tune into Play Acclaim's showcase on September 10th, where we'll begin this exciting new chapter for Acclaim. Join us at the Acclaim YouTube channel as we showcase the titles that will mark the beginning of a bold new era. We're not just back, we're leveling up."
Oh, goodness.
So,
Somebody
anyway.
got paid a lot of money to write that.
Yes, they did. Nana's put, for those watching on YouTube or Spotify, there's a reason the Olsen twins are in the thumbnail. I've seen the thumbnail, obviously. Oh, even I double take. Hang on, what? Yeah, now it makes sense. Thanks, Nana, for clarifying that, because even I was confused. So Acclaim. Let's talk about them, because there's probably a few people in here who've probably been alive since they've not even been around, only just born. I know, that's the problem.
You have to frame it that way, Pete.
Yeah, they weren't even born when they died.
Oh, why did you frame it that way?
Don't care. I did. It's accurate.
Oh gosh.
So, Acclaim were best known for its licensed games, and one of the key aims of the company is to, quote, resurrect and revitalise its beloved portfolio of classic IP enjoyed for years by millions of players. In a statement, Joseph said, We're not here to chase ghosts. We're here to take the energy and chaos that made Acclaim unforgettable and channel it into something new. The old screens are crackling, and what's coming through is something exciting and different. To accomplish this, an advisory board of, quote, esteemed industry leaders has been set up to shape the publisher's future, which with board members including Russell Binder, so founding partner of licensing and merchandising company Striker Entertainment, Mark Kaplan, so the founder of business consultancy firm Ridge Partners, and wrestler and entrepreneur Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, goodness.
So that means there might be some kind of revival for wrestling games probably in there.
That's exactly what that sounds like.
Mm-hmm. So Jarrett, who previously starred in Acclaim's WWF Attitude, said, "For more than 3 decades, I've had the privilege to have been part of both the wrestling and gaming universes, and I'm thrilled to now be a partner in the revival of Acclaim, an iconic publisher known for releasing some of the most legendary games of the 80s and 90s.
It's true.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's true.
So they'd published over 300 games over the course of the original run, Notable hits included WWF games, The Simpsons, Bart vs. the Space Mutants, Terminator 2, Alien 3, Turok, South Park, and the home versions of the Midway series. Midway series is Mortal Kombat and NBA Jam.
Yep.
That NBA Jam was my jam. That game was sick.
Literally everyone had that.
So good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been hearing about a lot of different labels or different developers shutting down. Weird to hear about a revival.
Yeah. Happy though.
Oh, I'm relatively happy so long as they come out punching.
Yeah,
I'm going to be quite happy about this. So yeah, mark your calendar, September 10th. We'll get to finally see what Acclaim are doing.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it. Let's just hope it isn't a damn squid.
Yeah.
Because that would suck ass, wouldn't it?
I mean, yeah, but we need some kind of like positive, optimistic breath of fresh air. And I know I'm saying breath of fresh air and that's like an old retro company now, but I mean, something's got to happen. Everybody's sad right now about games.
Well, maybe what we need is a kick up the bum from the 90s. And not in the, look at the 90s, it's so nostalgic way, but more of a, let's go back to actually what made video games good in the 90s. That's
the thing. I mean, okay. I got to do a mini rant.
Go for it.
It'll be a quick one. That's what she said.
Or not.
But yeah, no, like, that's the thing that I don't understand, a lot of other gamers don't understand out there, is we had a formula that worked. Make games good and interesting.
Yep.
You don't have to spend millions of dollars.
Yep.
Billions of dollars. A few $100,000.
Couple mil, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And that's if you get, like Mark Hamill to voice your submarine game.
Yeah, Wing Commander.
Yeah. But I mean, like, there was a basic formula: hero's journey, or a sports game, or fill in the blank,
or a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Yeah, and exactly. But it was all self-contained. Everyone enjoyed it. And we can go back to Halo 3, which I will always go back to. Halo 3 was probably the best researched game there was. They purposely set out to make a game that appealed to everyone.
Yep.
On the gaming spectrum, like everyone. They did testing groups. I know that's not the 90s, it's the early 2000s, but still. They did play testing, they did quality testing, they did survey groups, they did all kinds of stuff. And then they formatted and created a game that had wide commercial appeal.
Mm-hmm.
And then something happened after 2007, probably Destiny. Then it became like, let's just put crap out there and put DLC in it. No, it's the horse armor on Oblivion. Load up a bunch of DLC. Look, we can make extra money if we put all this junk in there, this cosmetics and this whatever, battle pass, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. And then we lost stories, good storytelling. It's barely there now. Good game mechanics, barely there now. It's always a weapons wheel and, a shotgun and a pistol if you're doing FPS. It's just not, there's no life. There's no heart. That's what it is. There's no heart in most of the games that are coming out now, except for indies. And I don't understand how companies can go like, why didn't my game make money? I spent $1 billion on it. Well, because you made a crap game. I almost said a bad word. Because you made a crap game. People aren't idiots. I mean, we can be, but people really aren't idiots. You can't just put it in a shiny box and say, here, buy it. Spend $70, $70.
I mean,
buy this piece of crap.
There are some who still buy it, though.
There's some who will. You're right, but that's a percentage, a small percentage.
Yeah.
Overall, we're still all looking for a good story, good play mechanics, an affordable experience. That replayability would be nice.
Yeah, of course.
But there's no economy in replayability. They don't want you to replay it.
It's very much in the same vein as like the movie universe or movies
Yep.
at the moment, isn't it? It's where
Yep.
everything has to be interconnected. It has to be part of a sequel plan and a multiverse plan or whatever. Just make something good to start with.
Like, this is dumb, but I don't care. My creative writing group in university 20 years ago had 10 people in it. Those 10 people were all great writers. Those 10 people could write a blockbuster each that's way better than what's coming out of Hollywood now. But they don't hire writers. They're hiring AI and rehashers. And
I'm sorry,
script
not even just that. They're hiring terrible writers because they're cheap.
They're cheap. Yeah, script doctors is what they're called.
Yeah.
And they're awful. They're awful.
Yeah, and then you got hacks like James Gunn.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Pete's throwing that bait out there. I love James Gunn as a movie creator. I love his old work all the way up to this.
His old work is decent.
What happened to him in the last 4 years? I just don't want to think that he got greedy, but holy crap. He has some of the most heartfelt storytelling capabilities. And he would be great at writing games. And I'm sure he's actually probably written a game and I just don't know about it. But I don't know what he's doing over at WBDC.
He's got full creative control, so it means that he can do whatever the hell he wants. Meaning it can fuel his narcissism.
Apparently, I'm very disappointed. I know we went off trail there, but it all ties together.
It does. The entertainment industry is dying on its bum.
Yeah, and you know what? F it. I'm going to say it. Make games great again.
Yeah, do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, we might get cancelled for it. I don't give a rat's ass anymore.
Nope. Make games great again. I'm so jaded right now with the whole
me too.
State of things. Maybe I will just stick to retro.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably the same. Because I looked at that Metal Gear Delta and I was like, oh, that could be cool, but no, it's exactly the same game, just in a shiny goat, and it's terribly performing UE5 game.
Yeah, but then again, like, having said that, there is a place, like, for... When I was playing Quake, I went on a kind of mini rant on my stream. I'm going to restate it here, which is, there was a time where... Okay, I love a good story. I do. I'm a writer. Of course I love a good story. But sometimes the games don't need it. Stuff like Quake, even Duke Nukem 3D, Doom, I didn't know the story. Halo, the original Halo CE, I didn't know the story. I just liked pointing my gun and shooting things.
Yeah.
Not now. Now everything has to be... And that's another thing I was thinking when I was playing the Gears of War remaster. That's before open world really took over. Don't get me wrong. I do like an open world game. But there was a time where games were about shooting things and on rails, and it was fun. It was just pure fun. There was no, no depth, no, okay, sometimes no story.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of shooty bang bangs, and sometimes that's fun, and they don't put that stuff out anymore.
Sometimes that's all you need, isn't it? You just need a good shooty bang bang game.
Yes, and Mike says it needs a hard reset, and I agree. That's what she said.
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah.
But yes.
Anyway, speaking about the state of the current video games industry, shall we?
Well, actually, Pylord has said something that actually is a good point that I'm going to take and make a good point with.
Doom is just shooting
things. The new Doom.
It's just shooting things.
New Dooms. They are exactly like, I love the new Doom, Doom Dark Ages, because it is literally the formula of pointing and shooting at things. I barely know the lore or story, and I'm a lore person. Everyone knows that. I don't really know the lore of this era of Doom.
No, it's very convoluted and scenes of it pointless. It should only be a small vehicle to go, here's a gun, shoot things. That's what Doom kind of was.
Yes, I just like curb stomping the demons and watching their skulls explode beneath my boot. Just do that. Just give me games like that. Yes. And don't cancel things like Perfect Dark Zero. I can't believe they did that.
You mean Perfect Dark? We had Perfect Dark Zero. That was a terrible game. Awful
the game
awful
the new
game.
One that was...
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, enough of my ranting.
Yes. Let's talk about the state of the current industry, because we haven't done that already. But anyway, we're going to move overseas and go to Japan.
Woo! I do
Woo!
want to go there one day. One day.
Anyway, the reason why we're talking about Japan, because Japan's National Legal Deposit Library says Switch 2 game key cards, won't be eligible as part of the game preservation process.
Oh my gosh, there's been a lot about game preservation that's come out this month.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about one of those aspects, but yes, continue.
Yeah, so the National Diet Library, the NDL, which was established in 1948, is one of the largest libraries in the world, and similarly to other legal deposit libraries like the British Library and the US Library of Congress, requires by law that every domestic publisher has to submit copies of every new publication for the process of preservation. This is something I actually didn't know about, so we're going to go on a learning journey.
Yes.
Since October 2000, this has included physical video game CDs and cartridges, and the NDL currently owning more than 9,600 video games housed in its archival conditions. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
However, as reported by Famitsu via Automaton, the NDL has chosen not to include Switch 2 game key cards as part of its collection because it doesn't consider them physical media.
Now that's very telling.
That's
very telling.
So, according to the report, NDL representatives explained that, quote, only physical media that contains the content itself can be preserved, and that since a key card on its own does not qualify as content, it falls outside of its scope for collection and preservation. And Mike's just put, that's because it isn't. And he would be correct. Game keycards are Nintendo's new branding for cartridges that will require the game to be downloaded from the Switch 2 online store before the game can be played. The cartridge doesn't contain the game data rather than simply a key that enables a download. So there are benefits to such card, unlike code-in-a-box releases that can be traded or resold, and they're theoretically cheaper than proper Switch 2 cartridges with the full game on the cart, because those have higher storage and speed specifications and cost more to manufacture. However, numerous players say they don't like game keycards because there's no guarantee they'll work forever due to their need to connect to a Nintendo server to download content, which is true.
Yeah.
While it seems unlikely that this will ever be deactivated in the near to medium term, it's not known what will happen decades from now. Well, we do, because the Wii U store shut down.
Oh, yeah, good point.
And the Wii store shut down. And the Xbox store shut down. And the Xbox 360 store shut down. And the PS3 is still technically going, I guess. Kind of. But there have been multiple servers. The Ouya's got shut down.
Yes. Thank goodness.
So, yes, there have been plenty of occasions to see that online services has been shut. Oh, the DS has also been shut down.
Yeah, and there's also something I want to talk about, but I want you to finish.
Yeah. So, anyways. Oh, this is funny because the article mentions it. Nintendo closed down the Wii U and 3DS eShops in 2023, making it impossible to buy digital games on either system. But it did add that for the foreseeable future, it is still possible to re-download the games and DLC, receive software updates, and enjoy online playing on Wii U and 3DS family systems for a small amount of time.
Yeah.
Get in. Anyway.
Pete's watching football for our lovely listeners at home.
Yeah, it's 3-0. Anyway, so because that, the Wii Shop channel shut down into 2019, but players are still able to re-download previously downloaded content at the time of the writing, some 18 years after it launched. But that's a rare case.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so game preservationists have come out against the game keycard system. Stephen Kick, CEO of Night Dive Studios, which specialises in modern remasters of older, often out-of-print games, told GamesIndustry.biz that, quote, seeing Nintendo do this is a little disheartening, adding, you would hope that a company that big that has such a storied history would take preservation a little more seriously.
You would think so. I agree.
You might, but Nintendo are quite notoriously poor for preservation. Otherwise, they would have had a unified online system that would have worked across the Wii, the Wii U, and the 3DS, and the Switch. But nope. I have re-downloaded Super Mario Brothers more times than I want to count.
Yes. Also, unrelated, I like what Pylord says.
You a Palace fan then? Yes, I am. We Palace fans are eating good right now. Yeah. Oh, another time playing Aston Villa and slapping them silly. It's great. I love it.
But,
Nintendo do what Nintendo does. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks.
Yes,
Thanks, Mike.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, this is not great. Considering that obviously Nintendo would have had to submit game cartridges, CDs, discs, and all that for many, many years. The fact that a lot of these games are not going to be preserved, pretty worrying. Let's be honest though, quite a lot of these probably would have already been preserved because there'll be a disc version of them elsewhere, because most of the games that are coming out on game key cards are already been released elsewhere.
I mean, that is true. But
still not the point though.
No, it's not. It does make me think of something, a point that I made. Might have been on here, it might have been on my own stream. I don't know. I drank since then. But so since the Battlefield 6 beta came out, which I never got to play because I ran out of time.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very resentful of that. It made me think 2 of my favorite games were Battlefield Bad Company and Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Yep.
So I went and thought, well, again, is that nostalgia clouding my mind or not? And I went and watched a couple of, clips from both games. I was like, nope, I still love it. I didn't
have to play it. I still know how it feels just by watching it.
Yeah, exactly. But the funny thing is, I guess because I was on that algorithm, YouTube served me up a short of Moist Critical talking about Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Of course it did.
Just like a few weeks ago. I was like, whoa. So apparently I'm not the only one who was feeling nostalgic. He was absolutely flabbergasted because he had just streamed Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he has his copy through EA. And people in his chat were going, it's no longer available. You can't buy it on Steam. And he's like, no, that's not true. I literally just streamed it.
But you bought it years ago.
And live on air, he went to Steam, and he went, it's not there. Then he went to EA Play Store. It's not there. And, all these different places. And he was like, how can you just disappear a game? Like, it's gone. It's delisted from reality. It's like, it's gone. Although some people say there's a workaround, and I might be doing that workaround. So I might be streaming it after all.
Did it come out on Xbox?
Xbox 360.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then PC, DVD, and all of those.
Yeah, well, just go.
It was on PlayStation.
Just go and get yourself the DVD then.
Yeah, that's might be what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, then you might just be able to find like a modded version that still has servers open.
Yep. Well, apparently EA will accept it if you register it with them.
Okay.
Which I resent. I do resent. But I've always resented EA.
That's still stupid.
But my point being, though, even though I've drank a lot of tequila, my point being, I'm kind of with him on how can they just, that game's not that old. It was very important in the legacy of Battlefield.
Yes, it was. But
it's just gone.
But this is the worrying side of things, though, is that the Xbox 360 generation was now over 20 years ago since it started.
Why am I so old, Pete?
Sorry, why am I so old? I'm older than you.
360 was the golden age for me. I was so happy
2005.
with everything. Yeah,
20 years ago this year.
I'm old.
It's
I'm
good as-
old, Pete. I hate it.
No, I'm not joking. Like, in November of this year, the 360 will celebrate its 20th birthday since release.
Oh my gosh. Stop it.
Oh, yeah, and Mike's just put cue the banker from South Park, and it's gone.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Are you trying to get down?
Oh, poor doggos.
He's very grumpy. He's super grumpy.
Don't be grump. No grump.
Grump.
Don't be grump.
You don't. You don't.
No, don't grump. Anyway,
Ground?
shall we move on
Yeah.
from this horrible, horrible reality of our oldness?
No.
Anyway,
Bring back the 360.
we're going to move on to some more, let's call it light-hearted stories, because
Okay.
this is a segment that's been going on for a little while, called Let's Point and Laugh at the Industry. Working title. I don't care.
Uh-huh.
Well, we could also do the old Nelson Muntz, the ha-ha at the industry. Anyway.
Yes.
Do you happen to remember that a certain PlayStation boss took over called Herman Hulst?
Yes.
Well, that man can't keep his trap shut because PlayStation Studios Business Group CEO Herman Hulst says he wants future failures to be identified and dealt with earlier in the development process. Damn it, I should have done something for this. I really should have done. And I forgot all about it.
I've completely forgotten the Tom Cruise movie about the thought crimes.
Minority Report?
There you go. Okay, Minority Report.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we read on and find out?
Oh my gosh. I already hate it, but yes, and I'm going to drink one more. That'll be my third one of the night. I'll be the final.
Yeah.
'Cause
Anyway, well, I was going to do something,
one.
but I can't be bothered to go and do it. You'll find out why, but anyway.
Okay.
So
I'm
in
so
an interview
smart
with
anyway.
the Financial Times, Hulst explained the company has been putting in more measures to lessen the impact of any games that fail to meet its standards. And you'll see why I was going to do what I was going to do. Hulst's comments refer to the failure of Concord. I was going to queue up my copy. I was going to queue my copy of Concord.
No responsibility. They take no responsibility.
Anyway, so yeah, the failure of Concord, which was reportedly in development for around 8 years and made it all the way to full release. Before, just 2 weeks after it launched, Sony announced plans to take it offline, pull the game from sale, and offer refunds to all players who bought it, including me. Yeah.
Yes.
Bought it, refunded it, still got my copy. Yeah. Citing a poor reception from players. No, it was poor reception from everybody.
Yeah.
The only people who didn't was critics who were paid.
I like what Pylord said. I remember when all this was 5.5-inch floppy disks. That is not what she said.
It's a 5.5 and floppy here. Someone might be happy. Anyway.
Remember when games came on like 10 floppy disks?
Yes. Monkey Island.
I remember. Oh yeah, Monkey Island. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway.
And the piracy wheel.
Tequila is working. Yes.
Yeah, anyway. According to Hulst, new measures have been put into place to make sure that potential problems are spotted far sooner. Saying, I don't want teams to always play it safe, but I would like for us, when we fail, to fail early and cheaply.
No, see, finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
Oh, I'm literally only putting these stories in now just to get reactions from you. It's absolutely genius.
I'm so angry right now.
Hulst explained explained that PlayStation has implemented a stricter, more thorough testing process now, with the aim being to identify potential issues early.
Oh my gosh.
Quote, we have since put in place much more rigorous and more frequent testing in many different areas, in many different ways. The advantage of every failure is that people now understand how necessary that oversight is.
Yeah, how much was Concord to make?
It's
one of the most expensive games.
$400 million, wasn't it?
Yeah, And they didn't put quality assurance or quality
8 years.
Play testing?
8 years, 400 mil.
So angry.
According to the report, some of the new measures include more of a focus on group testing, learning from other Sony teams, and building closer relationships between the executives who spend hundreds of hours playing games before they're released. During a business briefing back in 2022, SIE's then president, Ryan Jim Ryan, revealed plans to release 12 live service games by the end of 2025 fiscal year. In this new interview, Holst appeared to dismiss this target, saying what was more important wasn't the number, but their variety and quality. Quality. Quote, the number of live service releases is not so important. What is important to me is having a diverse set of player experiences and a set of communities.
Have you literally never heard of quality testers?
Yeah, we're leaving this story here now because the rest of it's just talking about Lin Tao talking about the live service failures from earlier in the month, which we discussed at length, I think.
Yes, we did. Well, I'm raging because I'm not helping you anymore, Paula. Oh, you want him down? Do you want him down to play with, or are you gonna be mean? Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Okay, he just wants to play with him. Okay,
good.
Anyway, yeah, no, when you're gonna spend $80 billion, and yes, I'm being facetious.
Let's not put an arbitrary number on it. Let's say a butt-ton of money.
Yes. Also, Pylord has uncovered my alter ego.
Nice.
But, how on earth, what bright shining star who probably took home a massive severance pay thought, let's build this game, let's put this game together, let's develop this game, and have no testing whatsoever. And then for this guy to come along and now act like quality testing and quality assurance is this brand new thing we're going to put in place, in our future games. Oh, that's not what you do. When you do any form of business, when you do any form of investing, first of all, you do your due diligence. That's all I'm saying. Don't drink tequila before. Yeah, don't drink tequila before you do your due diligence. You do that. You do your surveys. You do your brand surveys. You do your community surveys. This is business 101, by the way. This isn't Kiley's magic formula. This is every business person knows this. This is the first thing you're taught. Literally, you have to do these exercises when you do this. For them to go in completely blind,
they are blind,
with an idea like Concord, and to spend that much money, so much in debt that the studio shut down 2 weeks after release of the game.
Well, the game released, shut down 2 weeks later, and then I think it was not long after that
that had to shut the whole thing down. I'm not understanding the logic. I do not understand. I think that the new crop of CEOs in all big companies, not just games, but especially video games, they all must have just ate paint chips or something. I don't know. I really don't understand what happened with all of these, there was these men of business, during the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And then the 2000s hit, and all of a sudden it was frat boys all got put in, Nepo babies, frat boys, everything.
They did.
And it's and it's oh, let me take this $40 billion game, but we're not going to test it beforehand. Oh no, it failed.
So, someone put this in a really good way when it came to the film industry. The 70s and 80s had a much better output of movies when everyone was on cocaine.
I know. Okay, look. Okay, okay. See, Pete's got me going on the Bonnie trails. I'm going to say a very awful thing, but it's also a very true thing. Well, it's an opinion, so it's just purely opinion. You don't have to agree with it. Saturday Night Live. People might know that that's a U.S. show. It's an institution. Crap. What's his name? Anchorman.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, one of the funniest men alive.
On
SNL.
SNL.
Go back and watch. Yeah, if you go back and watch his SNL stuff, oh my gosh.
Good old cowbell.
Later said, yes. He later said it was funny because they were all on coke.
Yep.
Now, hopefully, fingers crossed, people aren't on drugs when they're doing SNL. But guess what?
They probably still
aren't funny. I'm not saying that people should do coke. No one should ever do coke. That's very bad for you. But I also can't deny that, yes, Will Ferrell was funnier when he was doing bad things.
Yes, as were probably most people.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Bill Murray.
I know.
That man's career is nosedive because
I love him so
he stopped taking things up the nose. Sorry to put it out.
This is an unhinged episode. We're gonna get canceled all over the place. I don't even care.
I don't care anyway.
Pollard says Pepsi's better than Coke. I agree. Yes, Mike says you have more cowboy. Cowboy.
Good God. You gotta have it's gotta have more cowbell, definitely. But yeah,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I think a similar thing has probably happened with the video games industry. Back in the day, like, there was probably more, you know, let's say coked up executives making decisions about what was crazy.
Yes.
And
I can't read what Pylord said because we will get canceled, but it is fun.
yeah, I am not saying anything.
You have to join us over at twitch.tv/rapid review.
Yeah, so I think that's probably the case. I'm not condoning the use of the Peruvian marching powder.
Look, here's the thing, though. I gotta say this. This is the tequila talking now. Also me. So I hang around an echelon of people that are not... They live in a different world. Different tax bracket, as we would say.
What, the old Hooter Hoovers?
No. I mean, maybe when they were younger. But... This is how, but I want to connect how disconnected the current crop of CEOs are.
Good God, that escalated quickly.
Well, especially considering where Pylord and I are located. But now I wanted, what I really want to do is attest to how out of touch the CEOs are. So I hang around with people that make a lot of money.
Yes.
The other day, so I'm renovating my house, and I have this room that I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do with it. You know, blah blah blah.
Wine bar.
Well, I've already got that plan. I've got an entire movie theater that's going. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. What matters is this person then said, "Why don't you just make it a guest room? It doesn't have to be fancy or anything. It can be a very simple guest room." You just need to get some really nice, like, bed set.
Yeah.
What are they? They're only like 200 pounds, right?
Only 200. Jesus
and it hit me. I was like...
Sorry, only 200 quid on a bed set?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, okay, I could do that. But do you know how out of touch that what they just said was?
Yes.
And I was just sitting here going, that's why. That's why. I know it's a weird way to connect it, but it is how my brain works. That's why, games are crap right now. All the CEOs, which is a broad brush, but no, all the CEOs and stuff that are on this upper echelon of these companies, they're so out of touch. They don't know what the, quote, common man, or whatever you want to refer to it as, want.
Nope.
So they keep putting out stuff like Concord because they don't have a touch, they're not in touch with the people.
No.
The pulse of the people. And if they don't do something, add quality testing, this whole new found idea.
Oh, wow, we should probably not sack our quality testers. Oh, we might need quality testers.
What Microsoft said, that's the first department they sack is the quality testers. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Anyway, yeah, so a lot of this crap that we're seeing, and this, the PlayStation base going up to, what was it, 700 pounds?
It's $750 in $749.99 in the US for the PS5 Pro.
Yes, which will just be pounds here because I don't ever lower it.
Which is a freaking scam anyway. The PS5 Pro is a joke.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like, with the world the way it currently is right now, how on earth is any Sony CEO going, or CEO marketing or whatever going, this is a good idea. We'll make them pay a butt ton of money, and everyone's out of work and nobody has any money, but we'll just charge them more than we've ever charged for any console ever. It'll sell like hotcakes.
Because they are morons.
Yes.
And they're incredibly out of touch, like you said.
Yeah.
Hey ho. Anyway,
Exactly.
So this is part 1 of Let's Point and Laugh at the Industry. Let's move on to part 2, shall we?
Yeah, for me it's point and rage, but yes.
I know, but
I'm so angry.
Well, Point and Rage might be now the new title for it. Because
Yes.
anyway, so Point and Rage part 2. You happen to remember Epic Games?
Yes, I do remember.
We've probably spoken about Tim Sweeney quite a lot.
Just a little bit.
Just
a little bit. Yeah.
So the CEO
the titles of our episodes.
Yep. CEO of Epic Games has suggested that some platforms struggle to run UE5 games because developers aren't optimizing them properly. Live for these reactions. Natalie, you've got some hard work clipping this.
Oh my gosh!
So it's been
Why would they
suggested.
hire me? I'm a CEO. I mean, for t-shirts. But I have great marketing skills. I could just make them so much money because I'd be like, I'm not an idiot.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been suggested in recent years that UE5's demanding technical requirements can sometimes mean that running UE5 games on less powerful hardware can result in poor performance and sluggish gameplay. Epic Games founder and CEO Tim Sweeney, who created Unreal Engine in the first place.
That's Artie, if you can hear him.
Yes.
That's a little tiny bark.
Says the reason for this isn't necessarily the fault of the engine itself, but the way developers are using it.
Okay, that's actually what I meant to say 2 tequilas ago. And I'm interrupting Pete here. It refers back to that, and it refers to this. For whatever reason, these CEOs of this generation cannot admit fault.
Nope.
They cannot admit fault. They cannot take responsibility. They're never wrong. Everyone else is wrong. It's everyone else's fault. You're gonna lose money for being an idiot. Anyway, go on.
In a media roundtable interview during the latest Unreal Fest event in Seoul, South Korea, Sweeney was asked if Epic Games was doing anything to address claims of optimization issues with UE5 games. As reported by Korean website This Is Game, Sweeney suggested that too many developers focus on making their games for the most powerful hardware than try to optimize for less powerful systems at the end of the development process, causing issues.
On one hand, he's not wrong, but on the other hand, he's very wrong.
Yes, I agree. But let's actually hear what he specifically has said. The primary reason why UE5-based games don't run smoothly on certain PCs or GPUs is the development process.
Yeah, see? Blame the developers.
It is explained via this article, via machine translation, so someone's used AI to probably translate this.
Yeah, that's exactly what that means.
Yep. Many developers develop games for high-end hardware, then perform optimization and testing on lower-spec devices in the final stages of development. Of course, optimization is by no means an easy task. It's a very challenging one. Ideally, optimization should be implemented early in development, before full-scale content build begins. We are preparing 2 major solutions to address this issue. We've lost Kiley to dogs.
This little tiny boy was trying to jump up like Apollo. It was adorable.
Oh, bless. Anyway,
He wants to be a big boy.
so he wants to address 2 major solutions. One is to strengthen UE support, so Unreal Engine support.
I mean, they should, but again, that should have been enacted.
Yeah. Optimization requires significant manual effort, so we plan to provide optimization features for various devices, making the process faster and easier for developers. The other is to strengthen developer training. In addition to providing education on the overall testing and optimization process, it's crucial to raise awareness of the importance of early optimization. If necessary, our engineers can provide direct intervention to raise awareness of optimization techniques and provide technical assistance. However, compared to a decade ago, the complexity of games themselves has significantly increased, making optimization at the engine level a challenge. We'll get to this. Anyway, subsequently, game developers and developer engines like us are increasingly required to collaborate to solve these issues. We are actively incorporating the optimization technology and expertise we've accumulated while servicing Fortnite into Unreal Engine, and are working diligently to ensure the game runs smoothly, even on low-spec PCs.
I mean, they ain't wrong.
No.
You get more money if you can appeal to a larger crowd.
True, but did you also remember that when games back in the early 90s and 2000s used to basically make their own engines?
Yeah, I mean, that's also a very valid point. Because, again, everyone used Far Cry, which was the Crysis engine.
Yeah, the Cry engine.
Yeah. And, it was a source.
Well, yeah, people either use sourced CryEngine or Cryware or Empty Framework or Havoc.
Or Creative Kit from Bethesda.
The creation engine.
I hate it so much.
Yeah, but I still see it very frequently. The people are still using Cryware, which is unbelievable because that engine's probably done the rounds for about 20 years.
That and Unity. Good old Unity.
I mean, Unity's been used for quite a while as well.
Yeah, it has. But I will be honest. I will say this. Back in the day, I don't think we have any devs in the chat right now. But back in the day, late 90s, early 2000s, there was a, I forget the word because I had a lot of tequila. Like a certificate you had to have from Microsoft. I can't remember what it was called. But anyway, it had different levels. And you would go to Microsoft School online.
Yeah.
Learn their stuff, take the test. You had to pay for the test. But then you would get you'd be accredited. And everybody wanted this, Microsoft accreditation. I just can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. It's like, it was like a certified user or certified dealer or something like that, wasn't it?
Well, it was more, it was, on the development side of things, exactly.
Yeah, you also used to have it on a hardware side of things when they were like certified to be able to develop, actually repair machines as well.
And it did well. It did well because Microsoft had their, framework, their development framework in every home, because that's the Microsoft
it's called framework.
Tagline, which is, but it's also like their tagline is Windows in every home,
Yeah.
Oh, it's a funny pun.
It's a Windows device in every home.
In every home. And so by offering the schooling, the school was free. The test you had to pay for. It assured that these developers had I was going to say intelligence. That's not what I meant. The education and everything of their product.
Mm-hmm.
So Epic doing this, it's kind of a throwback to that.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to do.
On board with that. I think that in some ways I agree with you that too many people are relying on the Unreal Engine. They should develop their own. But,
I mean, it takes a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of resources. I mean, just look at, obviously, what Konami did with the Fox engine with Hideo Kojima involved in it. I mean, that engine is now coming up trumps because it's working really well for them. Mm-hmm. But it took them a lot of time and resource to even get that engine half decent.
Yeah.
And even then, they've gone like, okay, well, we're not using the Fox engine anymore. We're just going to use UE for Metal Gear Delta.
But that's the thing. If people are going to use Unreal Engine and Epic wants to offer support and education, I think that's great.
Yeah,
but I do think it's also stupid that they don't optimize it for lower. That's like when the Xbone was out and then Xbox S and X came out, as well as PlayStation 4 and 5, and people were developing for the PlayStation 5 but not the 4, and they were developing for Xbox X and S but not the Xbone and all this kind of stuff. And I said on this show that is
stupid,
dumb.
Yes.
Because you're cutting your sales, probably in half. More people own the other than the other. But anyway, so I'm actually on board with this if they do it right, and they should optimize it.
Yes, but I honestly don't see them doing that. Like, particularly in the near future. I think this is all talk anyway.
I know.
From Tim Sweeney, it's just like, oh look, people have an issue with UE5, like, so let's just like say something that we think people will want to hear, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's a band-aid fix.
Like, let's be honest, right? And this is quite normal for the state of the industry. Just look at Nvidia at the moment. Look at UE as well. So Epic themselves with the UE5 engine. Like, the Unreal Engine hasn't been good since Unreal 3. Let's be honest. It's been a crapshoot. Like,
I think, well, put it this way. I couldn't play Doom Dark Ages on stream for like a month.
Nope.
Because
I'm getting to the Nvidia stuff. There'll be correlation as to why I say both. So okay, UE5 is, there's only been a handful of games that have come out that, one, actually perform really well, and two, look decent. Like, they look like really good games, but they run like absolute dog crap.
Yeah.
UE4 was exactly the same. Like, so they haven't optimized they literally have just taken the bones of UE3 and just gone, let's just slightly upgrade this, This is exactly what they've done with the creation engine over at Bethesda. They've just patched over it. And the reason why I mentioned Nvidia is there hasn't been a series of cards, the graphics cards, that have been actually freaking decent since the 10 series.
I mean, I'm starting to agree with you because we're at that return on investment thing, the diminishing returns.
Yeah, we're in the era of incremental upgrades rather than actual groundbreaking performance updates.
Yep. I paid probably too much for my Nvidia card, and I just no. I mean, yeah, okay, fine. Resident Evil 8, Resident Village, Evil Village, whatever, looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it looks amazing. But, okay, that's one game.
Yeah,
I couldn't even stream Doom.
The fact is I'm now considering buying Helldivers 2 on Xbox just because it will run better than my 3050 card.
Yeah.
Because only because the VRAM associated with those cards is so freaking low, it can barely run any new games. It's stupid. Constant frame dips everywhere.
The next card I buy, which will still be another year or two, I'm gonna do RTX.
Yeah, well, AMD probably. You mean?
I meant AMD.
Yeah, the Ryzen series of cards are probably better because they're a cheaper prospect.
That's what I meant. Yes. Yeah. But apparently they are play testing way better.
Oh, they are as well. But yeah, I don't disagree with some of what Tim Sweeney says, but he's a snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
So
he's great.
Right. Should we've gone long, that's what she said. Shall we save this because let's put together a panel for next week.
Yeah.
But this is to talk about all the stuff that's been going on with Steam's ID verification and all that sort of crap. So I wanted to cover it. I don't think we'll cover it this time because there's a lot to delve into. So
yeah.
Let's cover this instead because why not? Sony is planning a PlayStation 6 handheld with Nintendo Switch style TV docking capabilities. Who cares? Let's move on. I spoke about it. That's all we need to do. It's a leak. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. We're done for the news. I'm done.
Undone, diddly undone.
Yeah. So do you want to wrap it up?
Yes, Pylord says hilarious things that I can't repeat. Because
we can't mention that.
We're a daggum stupid, wholesome family.
Unfortunately, so I'd go more unhinged if I could, but we're tied by legal obligation.
We have tossed about the idea for several years now of a Rapid Reviews After Dark. And we may do that. Who knows?
Eventually.
Yes. But
I don't want to have to put the explicit tag up.
I know.
I don't like doing that. I mean, there was one the other week I had to do it. This is just a peek behind the curtains. It was ridiculous. I put one swear word in, and I had to put the censor in there. But obviously, because we're now on video, I had to elongate the bloody censor thing to make sure that it didn't desync the video.
Oh, that sucks.
So it had three honks in there just to make sure the time length was exactly the same. It was stupid.
That sucks big time.
I couldn't work it out. I was like, why is this not synced up properly? Oh, that's why. Yeah, for God's sakes.
Pete is the unsung hero.
No, it was annoying. That night I didn't go to bed until after midnight.
Oh no! You know what time I went to bed yesterday?
Screw off! I had work the next day.
5 a.m.
No, screw off. The problem was I had work the next day, and I also had an interview to do. So screw off.
Okay. Well,
so yeah, I needed my sleep, and I didn't get it that night.
I woke up at 10 a.m. because I only need 4 to 5 hours. That's not even a joke.
No, I get about 6, and that's on a good night, but I still need to go to sleep.
Yes.
Anyway,
but you know
on.
you love this, so you got to come join us at twitch.tv/rapid reviews for all the news and reviews, gaming news and gaming reviews you can use, and all the tequila I can drink apparently. I would like to take a nap now. Anyway, Pete, where else on the internets can they find you?
Here. No. Here and Never Watchers, movie and TV show related podcast I do with Kurt Lewin. Actually, previous guest Kurt Lewin, actually.
Yeah.
Had him on once. Yeah. Well, actually twice for a bonus episode. Yeah, we've covered RoboCop this time. It's in the editing suite, and I need to work on it, so it should be out at some point this week. But it's recorded, it's in the can, and we're ready to go, nearly. So, see what I think about that when it releases at some point next week. Cool.
Yeah.
That can be found at Never Watchers on most good podcast players, and some bad, and they're also on social media. But yeah. Please give us a like and a follow and a comment on this hit podcast on YouTube and Spotify.
Do that. Do it now.
Yes, Kylie, where can I find you?
You can find me at this desk holding these two babies. But I stream, that's the word. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on twitch.tv/KILEY_WILDE. Most everything I'm streaming now will not make it to YouTube, so if you like unhinged fun, come hang out with us. There's no point. I have 0 viewers on YouTube right now. I have like 100 viewers on TikTok. That's why we're going to have that round table, by the way. For those who don't know, the UK has just effed themselves in the government.
We have.
Mm-hmm. And, so I don't know. I don't know what direction my channel is going to take. I don't know. We'll have to see. It'll be a fun adventure for all of us. But I do have a really great crew over there. It's the same people you see here in this chat. They're all very cool. And they will make you laugh. As it's like Pyro's doing right now. And
yeah.
I mean, it's true. I can't repeat what he said.
Nope,
and all kinds of stuff. Nana's made a very good point.
You did.
A request for chat both here and in Kylie's stream. Tomorrow begins September, so please gift us some subs. That's very true. You get it like half price or something, and we get all kinds of cool things.
Yeah.
When we do that.
Please do. That'd be very nice if you did.
Yeah.
Either sub to us yourself or gift a sub.
Yeah. But anyway, you can hang out with me there. You can also check out my YouTube and TikTok, like I just said. It's all the same, Kyle.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
But there's just nothing happening. No. Because you'll have to have a daggum ID to see any of my stuff, which is stupid and dumb. Anyway.
Yes, it is.
Yes. I would show off the warning I got from TikTok. They sent me a warning.
Of course they did.
some of our viewers have anxiety. This is not a joke. This was what was sent to me by TikTok. Some of our viewers have anxiety, and some of the things you post fall under the category of causing anxiety in people.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, I was just like, then don't watch it.
Sorry. Does that mean you're going to have to stick a trigger warning on everything you do? That is so pathetic.
I think they're hinting at that because they use the word trigger. They're like, this triggers anxiety in a lot of our viewers. So we're restricting your views.
This is where you should appeal it and just say, you putting this message on is triggering me.
There is a place to appeal. I've appealed one of theirs before and I won the appeal.
Yeah, you need to do the old Uno flip card. Just Uno reverse.
But, yeah, sometimes I think that too, Pylord. But that's enough of my drunken rambling and Pete's sober rambling. You know you loved it. You enjoyed it. Share it with your friends and your family, please. Please. The world, well, the UK, is in a weird time right now. And we do have to rely very heavily on our wonderful, 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 amazing audience who are amazing, have stuck by us for 5 freaking years.
Too many years.
That's crazy.
The show's gone on 4 years too long.
Some people would say that, yes,
I know.
Sure. But yes, that's censor for us. But stick around and you can hang out with us after the show. So we will see you and talk to you next week. Bye!
Bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Rapid Reviews Radio Podcast. You can watch the recording of the show live on Twitch every Sunday evening at 7 PM UK time at www.twitch.tv/Rapid Reviews. You can also watch the podcast on YouTube, search Rapid Reviews 5534, and you can also watch the video version of the show on Spotify, just search Rapid Reviews Radio. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, a rating, or a comment on this episode. You can also follow us on Twitter at RRRadiopod, as well as on Blue Sky at rrradiopodcast.bsky.social. Also be sure to visit rapidreviewsuk.com for all the latest reviews and previews.